Hello everyone, this is Moschophoros from the Legends and Friends Guild, and I'm here today to show you not a new one of my Autorun Trio teams, but I'm going to show you one that I've already shared with you over at Lava Academy, and I'm going to show you how I use that Autorun Trio to run, in this case, Babel Mountain. So just real quick, the theory behind the Autorun Trio, I don't normally run with just three, but if I develop these teams of three heroes that I can count on to auto-run and consistently complete these Lava Academy dungeons. If I know I have a team of three that I can count on, then it doesn't matter who the fourth is. If I'm running for the totems, I can add any person or any hero who complements the team well. And if I'm running for an epic part, then it's whoever needs the epic part becomes my fourth. If that fourth dies, then it doesn't matter. I hit the auto run button again, continue to run the dungeon. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and try to run Babel Mountain. Augustus actually needs his third epic part, so I'm going to run for that. And the team I'm going to use is the same team that I use in Lava Academy. It's a team that I've had some success with in Permafrost Ice Cave. Some folks have even had success with it in Pestilence Spiral. But I also find this team works in Babel Mountain as well. So we are going to start with Yasmin. The person who needs the epic part is Augustus. So I'm actually going to put him in second position because his epic does have healing capabilities. Typically, whoever needs the epic part is going to be in probably fourth position. We're going to use Grog Gnog as third, and we're going to round it out with King Yorick. There he is. So let's go ahead and get this auto run started. The team of Yasmin, Grog, and Yorick is the one I take through most of these Boss Island dungeons. And if you want to see that team in action alone, you can see the Lava Academy video to see how that works. There you see Yorick with his epic firing off. Not only does he self-heal with that epic, it hits very hard. So I really like his epic. Grog Gnog, very useful with his double basic attack. Getting shocked here in Babel Mountain is the biggest difficulty. If you get shock on one of your guys and one of these Julius lookalikes gets a hold of you and Yasmin doesn't do her job of healing, your team can be pretty quickly finished. So far so good. Alright, so there we see Augustus's epic go off. He's not too powerful, but his epic does heal, so as our fourth, he's actually going to lend some benefits to us. So that's a good thing for us. You'll be constantly shocked in this dungeon. If Yasmin can clear it regularly, we'll be in good shape. Alright, off to the third room. Nothing to worry about in this room. Yorick is at max epic. Yasmin is at max epic. Augustus is epic 11. I'm looking for his third epic part, so I can go ahead and try to max him out today. It's Yasmin with her healing. Talk about the order a little bit, I guess. I always put Yasmin in first normal position. Her max epic has a 30% chance to fire, so the closer she is to the front of the lineup, the more opportunities she gets for her epic to fire, and that's really what it's all about. You really want her to have as many hits as possible so you get as many epic hits as possible. I put Augustus in second position because he also has the capability of healing the team with his epic. His epic doesn't cleanse like Yasmin, so his epic is not as important as hers. That puts him in second. I put Grog in third. His double basic can nicely clear a room. Yorick I went ahead and put to round things out. I suppose Yorick could go in third position because he has the self-healing capability, but I really do like to get Grog and his double basic in there as often as possible. So we're here in the mini-boss room. Looks like we're taking care of business. There we go, some cleansing. Lots of epics firing today. All right, halfway done. There we go. Augustus's epic just doesn't hit that hard. I think it's double damage if I remember right, but just doesn't seem to hit that hard. Need to work on that with his runes, I guess. We'll take a look at his runes at the end. I think he has a lot of improved runes. Nothing too exciting. After I get him maxed epic, I might see what he's capable of. Yasmin clearing the shock once more. Team seems to be doing pretty well today, so I don't know if I have to worry too much about Augustus dying and having to reset the auto run. The boss room may be where things go awry. We'll be there in the next room. Alright, and on to the boss room. And Yasmin's going to start us off with an epic. That's always the best way to start off the boss room, so you get that immediate cleanse on the next round. Lightning attack. Not going to do too much to us today because we're going to clear it. Thank you, Yasmin. Hitting the enemy pretty slowly at the moment, but Yasmin's keeping us alive. There, Yorick got a nice epic hit in. Oh, almost lost Grog there. Yorick with another epic hit. Oh. Yasmin's going to help us out. Another lightning attack. And should be all pretty easy from here. Whoa, and we did. There it was. We lost Augustus. It's exactly, he was the weak link on this team. And the reason we have the trio is we can count on them. When Augustus dies, all I have to do is hit the auto run button again. He died at the very last minute there, so we very nearly completed that one. But that's the whole point of the Autorun Trio. Whoever that fourth is, if they die or not, it doesn't matter. You can still finish it. And I even got his epic part to boot. So there we go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at our heroes now. See what they're all about. Let's see. Oh, wrong one. Let's go here. We're going to take a look at Yasmin first. First off, she is max epic, epic 12. That's how she gets her 30% chance for it to fire. The main stat that I have on her is her health, 11,500. A little bit of damage reduction on her, nothing too significant. We'll take a look at her runes real quick. Greater life rune with lots of health. Improved champion rune to give her a little DR in health. The Lesser Vampiric Rune, I found I like this in some of the Boss Island dungeons. If her epic's not firing often enough, this just gives her a little bit to keep her going. Superior Aegis Rune with the mix of stats there, and lastly the Greater Bulwark Rune with a mix of stats again, still got a light resist on there. So there is Yasmin. We'll take a look at Yorick next. Yorick there we go. I have his epic maxed out now. Back on Lava Academy it was not yet maxed. I have maxed it out since then. His attack 3,300, health around 9,000. Stats are kind of average, nothing too crazy there. Greater Life Rune with a lot of health. Improved Aegis Rune with a mix of stats. Greater Power Rune there. This one's only a rare, but it gives him a little attack. There's a Lesser Aegis Rune. 14% damage versus magical. Little mix of defensive stats there. And then lastly, an Improved Vampiric Rune, just to give him a little lifesteal. He had a lot going on there. He had help from Yasmin, Augustus, and himself. No issues with Yorick in that dungeon. We'll take a look at Augustus then. I did have his epic up to 11, and I just got that epic part, so hopefully I'll have that up to 12 here pretty fast. Take a look at his stats. Again, he was the weak link on my team. His attack is only 2,700, 8,600 for defense. Not much going on the stats there. And again, the only reason I brought him on the team was to get his epic part. I had no intention of him living all the way through it. He made it much farther than I had hoped, actually. So we have an improved Bulwark Rune here, a little bit of defense, light resist. I guess that might be useful there. An improved Bulwark Rune. You can see the stats there aren't too impressive. Greater Power Rune, a little bit of attack. Here we go, a Greater Life Rune with a mix of defensive stats. That one's only a rare. As I mentioned, his runes are not all that. And then his blue rune is a Lesser Soul Stealer to give him a little 10% lifesteal. I like to use the Soul Stealer and Vampiric runes in some of these longer Boss Island dungeons. Alright, and then the last guy we'll take a look at is Grog Gnog. Let's see, he's only 5-star right now, so that's going to put him down here. There we go. No epic for him. He's got a pretty hefty attack at 3,700, decent health at 9,000, decent defense at 3,300. In that dungeon we saw the shock almost get to him. He usually survives that dungeon pretty well. He's got a Greater Champion Rune, defense, reduced damage from warrior. Superior Bulwark Rune, again with more defense, some PvP bonuses. Superior Power Rune with a mix of stats. An Improved Precision Rune, that's where he gets a good part of his crit. And again, there's that Vampiric that I keep talking about. Gives him an 8% chance to lifesteal, and that was Grog. So if you want to see those three in action, Yasmin, Grog Gnog, and Yorick, you can go see the Lava Academy video. I can run that team here in Babel Mountain by itself, and Permafrost Ice Cave it can. And as I mentioned, there are a few folks who've mentioned they had success in Pestilence Spiral. I haven't been so lucky in Pestilence Spiral myself with that team, but it's a pretty good Autorun Trio. Put any fourth with it, and you can pretty much count on them to run the dungeon for you. Alright, so there was an Autorun Trio you'd seen before, this time with a fourth, so you could see how that fourth hero interacted. So thank you for watching. Have fun out there. Good luck running Boss Island.